Shabbat Shalom. Kala Yahweh Shem Yahweh Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with World War III Daily Update. Shabbat Shalom to you and salutations. All right, so I'm going to try to make this quick. This is Tuesday, Election Day, and it's crazy. So I'm just going to read Matthew 24 and where are we at? 20, all right? Because this is significant to the war as it stands right now. When I say the war, the front that they're promoting the most is Eastern Europe. Even though it got pretty gnarly there in Ethiopia, they kept the mainstream media up off of that one. But anyway, so we'll read this, Matthew 24 and 20. But pray ye that your flight, okay, letting you know, sometimes you got to flee. When you're in the middle of a war or a battle, sometimes you got to retreat. You got to take flight. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter. Why is that so significant in Eastern Europe? Neither on the Sabbath day. So on the Sabbath day, which today is the Sabbath, all right, see the enemy, our enemies, the enemies of Israel, they knew that we didn't do anything. We didn't fight on the Sabbath. It was a day of rest. So they would attack on the Sabbath day, all right? So we had to suspend that a little bit, and we had to fight back. All right. Pray that your flight be not in the winter. Okay. So what is the enemy doing? He's like this. Well, things are tougher in the winter. It's harder to fight in the snow. It's harder to fight in the cold than it is on a warm summer day or a warm night. Okay, so this has everything to do with war, all right? Everything. So, especially in Russia, okay? The Russians love to fight in the cold. That's where they win. It's to their advantage. So they're waiting until the ground freezes, right? Things of that nature, because that's where they excel. All right, so anyway, with that, I thought that this was interesting, okay, because the channel that this came up on was the Duran, which Alex Christoforou, right? His channel is the Duran, but he put this up on his channel because he's in it through the eyes of whoever this is, this girl. All right, and so the title of it, I think it just 4 hours ago. So this is today, Alex Christoforou on why Russia has patience. Okay, will midterms bring a change? Turkey as a new gas hub. Okay, so today is the election. So does that have anything to do with what is going on in the war? He's going to answer these questions. I only watched the first minute, and I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and because this is interesting, this perspective. And then whoever this person is here, the girl, let's see what they're talking, because I believe that she's either in Russia or the Ukraine, or at least in Eastern Europe herself. So let's listen to this, see what we can glean from it, all right? And go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and you know what to do. You know where to join me, how you want to support me, you also know. So let's not waste Alex Christoforou precious time, because this man is busy, like for real. Welcome back, Alex. First of all, thank you for finding time to have a conversation with me today.
Thank you for inviting me. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. So I was actually thinking how to start this again today, and I meditate in the morning, and I receive a lot of ideas and who to email and stuff like that. And today it's a very special day in United States. We will start with this, but before I will ask you my question, I looked into something that is a full moon. So we have the November 8th full moon. I didn't know this. It's known as a beaver moon, and this was the time to set traps before the swamps froze to ensure a good supply of furs for winter. And I said to myself, how interesting is this? We have midterms happening today. So do you think that Republicans win in the midterms will change the war in Ukraine in any way?
I would like to hope so, but I doubt it. Short term, no. Short term, no. Maybe medium, long term, if there is a medium and long term, perhaps. I can see one way that things could change if the Biden White House gets distracted in an impeachment. Then, yeah, I could see how perhaps they have other stuff to worry about rather than Ukraine. But directly, the Republicans directly saying we're going to pull out of this, we're going to start to lessen our support.
No, that's not going to happen. And it's interesting that he says an impeachment because there's talk about Obama somehow getting back into office. How will that happen? And will that not completely destabilize America as we know it? The Republicans are not ever going to stand for that. The maggots are not ever going to stand for that. That would be the beginning, the first shot in the Second American Civil War. All right, so just throwing that out there.
I don't think that's going to happen. And I think the Republicans that are American First Republicans that do want to see the U.S. Stop throwing all these billions to Ukraine, I think they're going to be put in line once they get into Congress. That would be my guess, but I could be wrong. I mean,
so
I would think if there's, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't think they're going to stop sending money to Ukraine?
No, I don't. Well, I mean, there's so many dynamics. I mean, if it depends on what the Russians do. Depends how things go on the ground in Ukraine. There's a lot of different things. It depends, how quickly Europe continues in its collapse. I mean, I never thought that Europe would be collapsing so quickly, or the UK, but it's collapsing way ahead of schedule. I never thought we'd be here. We'd be seeing this type of dynamic in the UK or in the European Union this early. But I think there's a lot of different factors. I would say the one thing that would definitely stop some of this Ukraine money spending momentum would be a Joe Biden impeachment.
Okay, so let's stay there. Let's stay there, and let's imagine that already took place. And what now? We have Kamala, or do you think they will go for the vice president first, and then they go for president?
No, I think they'll go for Biden, unrelated to Ukraine. They'll go for Biden and the laptop and Hunter and all of these things, all of this stuff that we know about that happened over the past, God knows how many years, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, whatever. They'll dig into all of this stuff, and it'll be this 2, 3, 4, 5 month process. And I just think that the Biden White House is going to not be so hyper focused on Ukraine. There'll be factions in the Biden White House, the neocons, the State Department. They'll continue to mess around in Ukraine, but I just think the whole dynamic of the U.S. mainstream media, the narratives that are coming out, the Biden White House itself, I just think that whether he's impeached or not, I think the whole process will just be a big distraction. And that's if the Republicans go ahead with it. That's not even certain.
It's interesting because looking at the campaigns, one of the main points of the Republican campaigns was stop sending money to Ukraine and support American citizens.
True, but they still support Ukraine. They're just saying let's just be more accountable with our money, with our billions. Some people are saying, some representatives and some candidates are saying no more money, but I just think that's political talk. I haven't seen one person on the campaign trail. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen one person coming out and saying we're on the wrong side of history. We need to stop this. Not one. Not one. Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, middle, left, right, up, down, whatever. Not one person has come out and said, this is crazy. We're arming these you-know-whats, and we're supporting Zelensky, and this is...
The N-word. When he said you-know-whats, it's the N-word. As in, N-A-Z-I. Okay? Somebody funded Adolf Schicklgruber in World War II. Who funded him? Okay? There was an N-word party, right? N-A-Z-I party right here in America. It still are. The neo-Nazis. Okay, how about that? Well, who's over there in Ukraine? The Azov Battalion. Who is that? Okay, see how he went around the word?
Come out and said, this is crazy. We're arming these you-know-whats, and we're supporting Zelensky, and this is nuts. We need to stop.
Yeah, they created Zelensky and they put him in the position. So it's, by the way,
they say no more money. They say no more money, or we have to lessen the money.
Yeah. Okay. We will see. We will see. I just want to say that I have, not objective, but I have a great clown question today, everyone. But I save it for the end because it's a long question. So let's go into something that I haven't asked you about this before, and I would like you to explain to us the relationship between Greece and Turkey first, and then Greece and Russia.
Greece and Turkey is, we probably need 7 videos to go over this. It's complicated. I mean, it's a long history of very bad relations, of wars, but also every now and then we've been able to mend fences for a short period of time. Right now, I would say we're at a low point in our relations, Greece and Turkey. I would say from a big picture view, that this is due to Turkey's pivot towards the East, and Greece is full pivot towards the West, towards the EU and the US. So I think there's a clear divide, even though we're both in NATO and EU, and Greece is in the European Union, and supposedly, allegedly, Turkey is a candidate country in the EU. All of these things aside, we're neighbors, and we do have some commonalities, but I think our futures are very divergent. I mean, Turkey is definitely looking one way, and Greece is going full speed in another direction.
Alex, is there animosity between citizens? Like, if you go to Turkey, do you feel, is there any friction there?
Turkey I haven't been to, so I can't say. In Greece, to be honest, some citizens, yeah, but like real animosity, like Greek citizens saying we gotta fight Turkey, we gotta go to war, stuff like that. So I haven't heard anyone in my circle of friends or acquaintances say stuff like that. Every now and then, Greeks will be upset more with Erdogan than anything else, but they get upset with Erdogan because Erdogan is a controversial figure, but he is a player. You can't deny him that he is a player, and unfortunately, Greece is not a player.
Okay, so they're getting into they got into Turkey and Greece, which is another front, another theater. All right, but pretty interesting. All right, they're discussing all the things that they're discussing go to World War III. All right, and here's this patience thing. Maybe we didn't get there. Why does Russia have patience right now? Because the ground hasn't frozen yet. That would be my answer to this question. They're waiting for the ground to freeze. As soon as it does, they're going to launch an offensive. So, let me see. We'll just get a revelation on the way out to sum it up, and that'll be it for today. It's Revelation 11. And it'll describe where we're at with this thing. 11 and 14. Yea, the second woe is past. That woe, second woe, is World War II. And behold, the third woe, World War III, cometh quickly. Okay? Is it World War III yet? We're looking at the beginning of it, and it's about to spiral completely out of control. Probably when the ground freezes. All right? The third woe is coming soon, coming quickly, soon to come, coming shortly, coming quickly. Okay? Comes at once, coming very soon to a theater, a war theater near you, including Babylon the Great. All right, so with that, go ahead and close it. Hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and few sisters. With that, I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom.